Sarah was teaching the alphabet to her son. H is for honey, she said, showing him a jar of honey. He thought for a moment, then asked, "Mom, where does honey come from?" "Bees give us honey, she replied. But he wasn't done with that answer. He had more questions, as children often do. But how do they make it? What makes it so sweet? He fired off one question after another. Frustrated and curious, Sarah decided to Google, how is honey really made? She had no idea about the fascinating process behind that jar of honey. Well, stay tuned till the end of the video because the journey from hive to jar might surprise you. So grab a spoon and get ready to dip into the sticky sweetness as we explore the fascinating process of making honey, from the flower to the jar. But before this exciting journey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more sweet content. Honey is not just a natural sweetener. Every nutrient-rich drop of this golden nectar nourishes and heals your body. So are you ready to dive into some seriously sweet secrets? So let's get to the center of the hive. A thriving bee population works in the hive to produce honey, the best gift from nature. Bees are the architects, master builders, and tireless workers of nature. They're always moving, buzzing with determination and purpose. Their meticulously constructed and precise hives are a testament to their amazing engineering abilities. Every bee has a part to perform in the colony's overall survival and prosperity. Let's get to know the major characters of the hive. The queen bee, who is in charge of the colony, comes first. She's committed to maintaining the health of the hive and is the only one who lays eggs. The worker bees are the foundation of the colony. They come next. From collecting nectar to caring for young bees, these active females work tirelessly on a variety of responsibilities. Last but not least are the male bees, or drones, whose primary function is to mate with the queen. Now, you won't believe what you see when a bee egg hatches. A small, white, legless grub that resembles a tiny gummy worm, and those flawless hive wax cells in the shape of hexagons? Like tiny cradles, they serve to safeguard larvae, store valuable food for the hive, and maintain the proper temperature and hive structure. Now, let's focus on the worker bee's incredible job. These hardworking women go in search of nectar, the main ingredient used to make honey. They skillfully collect nectar from flowers with their lengthy tongues, known as proboscis. How does this sweet nectar become the rich golden honey we all love? Here's an interesting twist. While bees are busy gathering nectar, they unintentionally collect pollen on their fuzzy bodies. And guess what? This pollen helps in the fertilization of plants, thus maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. So, in addition to producing honey, bees are also nature's unsung gardeners. And how do bees tell each other where these nectar-rich blossoms are? They do a unique waggle dance. Bees can precisely guide their fellow workers to the best nectar sources by shaking and moving in specific patterns. Then starts the real work. Buzzing from flower to flower, bees collect the nectar from the blossoms with their long black tongues. They store this valuable nectar in a special tiny pouch called their honey stomach, which is completely separate from their normal one. The next step is to remove any moisture from the hive after the honey has been placed inside. In order to prevent too much moisture from the ingested nectar, bees fan the cells with their wings. They can eliminate as much as 80% of the excess water this way. Later, the bees close the cells to ensure proper honey conservation. Let me warn you, honey harvesting isn't for the weak-hearted. To ensure a safe harvest, you need to outfit yourself with a beekeeping suit, gloves, and helmet. And make sure to use smoke. It's the key to soothing the bees, making the whole process easier. What would you do if a honeybee suddenly buzzed right up to you? The thought of that sting would make you fearful of the pain. But here's the twist. Some beekeepers harvest with no equipment at all, working peacefully in the company of sting-happy bees. That's courage. Would you dare try? Now we enter the world of beekeepers, where the craft of gathering and processing honey unfolds. From hive to table, these hardworking people work with bees to provide that liquid gold. Let's explore every stage of this delicate procedure. Making sure the hive is peaceful is the first stage in obtaining honey. Beekeepers do this with a light blast of smoke. He may operate safely and smoothly without causing any defensive reactions because this smoke blocks the bees' alarm signals. They carefully remove the honey-filled combs from the hive, keeping the health and habitat of the bees in mind throughout the process. They take good care of the hive structure and work to keep the environment in balance so the bees may carry on with their task in a healthy and undisturbed manner. Next, to separate frames, the hive tool is absolutely essential. What about the soft bee brush? It's ideal for safely moving the bees. Carefully brushing each hive one at a time, the bees are separated using a combination of skill and safety. This method helps to keep the bees calm as their nectar-rich hives are carefully moved into neatly organized boxes. The team expertly handles the honey boxes, and they're ready to go. These boxes are transported directly to the factory. Now, let's shift our focus to the factory, where the real magic of honey processing really starts. Have you ever seen the layers of a hive? If not, I'm about to reveal them in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, because this could completely change your perspective on healthy eating. The second stage of the processing is to remove the hive's top layer to uncover the golden treasure within. Now that we have the honeycombs, we can begin the extraction process. To make this procedure more effective, beekeepers utilize specialized tools known as honey extractors. These devices spin the honeycombs using centrifugal force, which separates the honey from the beeswax and collects it at the extractor's bottom. The process takes place in specially heated rooms to maintain optimal conditions. This machine preserves the pure golden honey within the honeycomb by removing the outer layers from both sides. Why is this important? Well, the bees have cleverly designed their hives so that getting to the honey isn't an easy job. These protective layers keep the honey safe until the moment is just right. At this point, some honey begins to flow from the boxes, but much of it remains tucked away deep inside the combs. Now, these combs are cautiously transferred to the following stage of processing. Beekeepers carefully gather the honeycomb frames in this busy hive of activity, which is alive with movement. They carefully remove the wax cappings with sophisticated equipment, revealing the golden liquid within. When it's time to extract the honey house comes to life, and the air is filled with a symphony of sights and wonderful smells. Beekeepers combine modern technology with tradition to honor the bees' labor by extracting, filtering, and bottling the liquid gold using gleaming stainless steel equipment. Each honeycomb tray is placed inside a machine that releases the honey that the bees have been storing inside the sealed hives. Then, the spinning machine spins the honeycombs till the last drop of honey is extracted after they've dried out. After that, the honey is transferred to collectors for further processing. The spinning process thoroughly cleans the hives and extracts every last drop of honey, preparing them for future use. This technique guarantees a complete and hygienic extraction without destroying the honeycomb structure, enabling the bees to reuse it. The extracted honey is gently churned to blend it smoothly. Then the journey continues to the liquid gold reserves, where the honey is carefully moved into huge, shiny storage tanks. After that, the honey moves smoothly via pumps as it makes its way to decanters. Then it undergoes one last filtration process, passing through built-in sieves to remove any remaining impurities. At this point, beekeepers also purify the honey to remove any remaining wax particles and air bubbles. They strain the honey to remove any little pieces of wax, rare bee fragments, or other natural waste that may have accumulated during the process. This step is essential to getting the smooth, golden texture we love. And the two primary methods for purifying honey? Filtering and decanting. Now that the honey has been refined and filtered, it's ready for the last step, packing. Large containers hold the honey at the ideal temperature, preserving its fluidity for pouring. The automated filling machine positions each jar under a nozzle, dispensing the correct amount of honey with minimal waste. To ensure there is no waste, machines accurately fill jars, bottles, and barrels with precisely the right amount of honey. At the sealing station, automated arms place lids onto each jar, ensuring every one is precisely sealed. These effective machines greatly enhance labor efforts by producing honey more quickly and consistently. These tanks, often made of stainless steel, preserve the honey's freshness and richness. They regulate the temperature and humidity to maintain its distinct flavor and texture. From comb to container is the next step. At this point in the honey producing process, workers prepare the liquid gold for the market. Workers carefully attach labels that show the honey's flower variety and place of origin. Afterward, they prepare the honey for shipment to stores, where it will appear on our tables. Before shipping, they thoroughly examine every jar to ensure they send only the best honey to consumers. And just like that, the journey of this liquid gold, from flower to hive to our tables, is finished, delivering nature's pure sweetness straight to our kitchens. You can enjoy the honey with confidence because these procedures help preserve its purity. But it's crucial to remember that the extraction process and other actions can affect the honey's quality, especially if it's meant for medicinal use. Before selling the product, beekeepers take extra steps to ensure its safety and quality. There you have it. Honey is pure nature. No additives, just golden goodness. Do you want to see more food magic behind the scenes? Make sure to like and subscribe and get ready for more. Honey is tasty and healthy. There's no doubt about it. Yet it's often overlooked and taken for granted by many of us. All we have to do is visit the store, grab some delectable honey, and enjoy. We hardly ever think about the amount of time required to produce honey. Well, not anymore. And did you know a tablespoon of honey before meals can do wonders for your stomach? It helps digestion and enhances your health with natural enzymes and antioxidants. So why not give it a try?